Hey, hey, how's everybody doing today? All right, well, we are back again for another Share the Joy this week. And I am very excited to come to you and show you something cool that I use. Hey, Noelle, so good to see you today. And hey, Cousin Gray, it's good to see you. I am coming in to you to talk to you about, hey James, look, I got my family on with me today. Good to see you guys. All right, so I'm going to be talking to you about something that I call a miracle clay that I discovered after a friend of mine, Allison Zimmer, told me about years ago, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And that was when I had really serious acne. My skin was going to, it was like in the height, was it before then? Like I probably had really serious acne many years ago, but when my stomach did all of that crazy stuff, hey Jennifer, so good to see you. When my stomach was doing all that crazy stuff, remember your gut health shows up in your body in other ways. So when your gut isn't healthy, a lot of times we have acne and people will say, okay, I'm going to use something topical or I'm going to do that kind of thing. But the topical stuff is really just like masking the problem. So you got to heal the gut. But the other thing is that you also have to make sure that, you know, you're using clean products and things like that. So one of the things that I used was called Indian healing clay. And I'm going to give you some information about it, but this stuff is like amazing. All right. It's absolutely, absolutely amazing. And we're going to talk a little bit about it, but it's bentonite clay. And basically it's the minerals from volcanic ash. All right. Sorry, my hair's all in my face. It's minerals from volcanic ash. All right. And so what you want to know is that Fort Benton, Wyoming is a big place as to where it comes from, but it also comes out of France. And I'm going to probably butcher this word. So give me a second as I try to pronounce it for you, but it's Montmorillonite, I believe, clay. And I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, so somebody can help me by giving me a phonetic pronunciation of it, but it can be known interchangeably for either one of those words. And then basically it detoxifies by bonding to the ions that are toxic. So we'll talk a little bit about that. So it draws out toxins like smoke and processed foods, pesticides, like things that you find from water supply, heavy metals like toxins like mercury and lead, benzene, things like that. Because bentonite clay is basically heavily negatively charged molecules. So it has negatively charged molecules, and most toxins are positively charged molecules. So what it does, this is kind of like the real simple way of saying it, is like the molecules, like with chia seeds, have you ever put that in water or milk and all of a sudden you see this it expand and like it gets bigger, like those seeds get bigger and it absorbs the water? Well, that's what the clay does for the toxins in our body. So it pulls and draws it out, and then as we urinate or expel or wash our face or do whatever, and I'm going to explain to you how I use it. Give me a second to take a little drink here. How we use it, it then will provide the detoxification process. So it will do things, it'll take things, bind to things like calcium, magnesium, silica, sodium, copper, iron, and potassium. All of those things are found within the clay, which are beneficial for your body, right? And it's also taking things out, like I said, like that mercury and things like that. So it has amazing properties. So topically you can use it, and you can also take it internally. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to talk about the internal use of it. You can look it up and check it out, but here's my warning for you. Make sure that you're getting food grade version of the clay, because there's stuff out there that might have other things in it, and you just want to be really careful that you're not ingesting something that has a chemical that can be harmful to you. So do that on your own risk, but it is something that you can definitely use. But let's talk about how I used it for my skin. And this is what I want you guys to see. So it can be used for things like poison ivy and poison oak. And it has also been known to help with like flesh eating bacteria and viruses that can attack the skin. and it speeds up the healing process immensely. So if you suffer from acne and you need something to help draw out the toxins from your face and from your body, this is something amazing to use. I try to use it about twice a week, and I only need a little bit, all right? So this lasts a really, really long time. So what you're gonna do, you don't wanna use metal with this at all, because remember, what is it doing? Drawing out toxins. So you don't wanna pull the toxins from the metal and put it, into your face or anything like that. So I use a plastic bowl. You can use a glass bowl as well. Sometimes I use a glass bowl, but I bought this specifically for this because it was easier because I don't want to use a metal spoon. So it came with these little things. And so I have inside here already, you can see my little, measuring cups. And I only need to use an itty bitty amount, like really small, guys. See that? So the smallest amount, and you kind of take it, and I just level it off like that, right? And then you take it and you put it into the bowl, tap, tap, tap. And that's all I need. I mean, that's actually probably more than I need for my face. And then I love to use apple cider vinegar, but here's the deal. The apple cider vinegar might be strong for some people, okay? It might be a little bit too much. And I'm actually not gonna make this up because I do it at night. But you'll take your apple cider vinegar and then you'll pour the exact same amount into here, into the clay itself. And then I take my stirrer and I just take the two and I make a paste. Now, if it's too thick, just add a little more apple cider vinegar. If you want it, if it's too loose, add a little more clay. That's kind of until you get a nice consistency for what a mask would be. So you take that, and then you want to make sure that you wash your face. So no makeup on your face if you're a lady or anything like that. But even with a man, make sure you wash your face. I like to take really tea tree soap is what I use, or lemongrass soap, things that are very natural, or black soap, something like that. I don't use a lot of chemicals. People always ask me what I use now. I used to use all kinds of skincare systems and things like that, but honestly, I try to keep it as close to nature as possible. Wash your face. Then take this, and a lot of times I'll use this as well, and then I just apply it. You're gonna do a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick mask on your face. Now, here's the cool part about it, is that your skin starts to like pulsate. That's normal, all right? Don't get scared. So it's going to, as it dries, you don't want to have people making you laugh and all that kind of stuff, but as the mask dries, it starts to pulsate, and it's almost like vroom, vroom, vroom. And it feels like, oh my gosh, something might be going wrong. It's not. It's a good thing. It's drawing out those chemicals, and it's also drying out those pores that could be clogged with infection and things that could be popping up later. And so leave it on. I usually am a 20-minute girl until it really dries and I'm feeling like it's there and it's done its thing, and almost like the pulsating gets lighter and I don't feel it as much. And then take warm water, wash it off. And then I finish mine with a little bit of pure witch hazel. And then I put on a jojoba oil as a moisturizer for myself. That's my natural regimen, okay? So, and then like some frankincense is in there. You guys know I put some extra essential oils, frankincense, I use Melissa oil, I use myrrh, I use a little bit of lemon, and another one called Melrose, and I mix those all together. They're Young Living oils, and I put it on my face. And that's in a rollerball mix I make, but we'll talk about that another time. So, so I take that mask and I put it all on. I mean, like I said, I take it off. Now, when you finish, you might be like, oh my goodness, dear Lord, what did I do? Because your face, especially if you're light skinned like me or more fair complexion, your skin might be beet red. It's okay. 30 minutes, it'll be gone. That's why I do it at night. I don't do it before I'm about to go out in the day, because I don't want people to be like, what happened to her face? But trust me, those are the blood vessels that are being stimulated throughout the face. And trust me, it's like a rejuvenation. So once it clears out, you're going to see, you're going to have this amazingly beautiful glowing skin. And I just absolutely love using natural products, as you guys know. And I wanted to share that with you. If you are interested, check out doallthingswithjoy.com, my website. On the blog page, kind of on, I think, the third blog page, number 3, there's how I cleared up my acne. And you'll see a picture of me with the mask on and all that kind of stuff. And you can see, now that's an old article because I probably need to redo it, because I use those products to help clear up my acne, but now I use different things. That was maybe about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when I posted that or when I wrote that article. But I just wanted you guys to know a little bit about the Bentonite clay, the Indian healing clay, and I absolutely love it. And I think that, like I said, you can use it. I'll tell you real quick some of the other quick uses that I researched. It's used for wounds. It's used to support healthy digestion, IBS, constipation. But remember, I told you that's that internal use, so you got to mix it with water and just make sure, like I said, it's food grade. It's also has been known for weight loss. Thyroid function to help that, to stop the growth of cancer cells. It can help remove fluoride from drinking water. Now that's of course in a filtered system and all that kind of stuff. But here's a cool one for those mamas out there that have babies with issues with their bottoms and diaper rash or anything like that going on. You can use that on the bottom instead of using baby powder and talcum, which can be filled with harmful things, especially if it's scented. So know that you can use that to help your baby out with their bottom, and you can even create a little paste and put it on their bottom with water. Don't do it with apple cider vinegar because you might have an unhappy baby. But you can even just sprinkle the powder also on their bottom as well. So I hope that was joyful, that you guys got something out of it. You guys talk to me. Let me know how you're doing. Please make sure you do what? While you're watching these videos each week, share it out. Let people know that I'm live, that I'm here. Like I said, I love talking to people. I know that I've got a few people on, and it brings me joy to know that you're with me each and every week. And I hope you're learning something. I hope you're sharing the joy with other people, because that means so much to me when you guys are trying to make your tribe as healthy as possible. So like, you guys are my tribe, right? You're on my page, you've subscribed, or you're following me, or we're friends. And you're my tribe. But you guys have your own tribe that I'm not a part of. So share it out with your tribe and let them know about all the things Share the Joy. The other thing someone asked me is, where can you find past episodes? Of course, you can scroll through and try to find my other Share the Joys, but I put all my Share the Joys out on a YouTube channel called Do All Things with Joy, and you can find each and every one of the 48 I think now, episodes of Share the Joy that I've done. If you have a topic that you want me to bring to you and to talk to you about the ins and out of, please post a comment in the section and let me know. All right, guys? So I'm here for you. I'm just trying to share my healthy knowledge with you in short way, and I don't want to keep you too long because, I try to keep these under 10 minutes. So peace and blessings to each and every last one of you. Remember to share the joy, do all things with joy, and until next week, peace. Bye.